We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Right to the air, it's Fields. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Fields now on second down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Fields from the gun on third down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's good.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Good night.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down, Fields. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He was not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. It is second and 9.
At the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Second down, it's Fields. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun, Richardson. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
They'll go. Richardson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Here we go, sir.
A 1st down throw for Fields. That is hard. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Why not?
To throw is Fields. Out to his right. He'll take off again. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Fields now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Here we go. Green 19.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, it's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this one up to the 19-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Pass right side to down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
It's second and 8 at the Browns' 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. To the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
You got it. Here we go. Right. EQ. Right.
Fields now to throw on first down. That one intercepted.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
Let's go. Liking 18. Ready, right?
On first down, it's Richardson. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
On second down, A-check. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped,
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Miami after this. So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. His kick is perfect. And the Dolphins will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, Fields. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
Fields pass intercepted.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18,
To throw, it's Richardson. This throw left is complete with Judy. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Richardson. That's taken in by Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the set. Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
First down.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Here's Richardson. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
7-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goddard, touchdown Dolphins. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will get out in front 17-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, green 19. Hey, can't.
First down. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Now a second down throw for Fields. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. rolling to the left. Now he takes off. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Fields to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Timeout, set.
Man in motion here is Jennings. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
No more. Right.
Now, Fields. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's Fields. Open man, right side. He's got it. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Bunch right. Chip slant. Sit high.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Go.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
13-yard line. Gain of 2.
Fields. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Ken. Angel.
Fields to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the carry, it's Achane. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That one out wide to Achane. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now a 3rd and 2.
Come on.
From the gun, Richardson. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Richardson gonna look to throw. To the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. Here we go.
On play action, Richardson sending it deep for Waddle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Ready, ready.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing, Richardson, exiting the pocket right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Ready, set. Let go.
He'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. 65, 19, Charger, 19.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Ready, ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Flush to his right. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no. It is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. It is brought in the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown Miami. His 4th TD grab of the season. So Richardson and the offense ready to go for 2.
Are lining up for a
Cowboy 80.
conversion.
Go.
They'll try to run it in with Achane. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Round 7.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, 10. Here we go. All right.
Fields now to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Justin Fields sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Second down, it's Fields. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On first and 10, Fields. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
No mas, no mas. 11. Tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's third
Here we go.
down.
Tonight.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Browns First and 10 at the 46-yard
That's
line.
right. Go.
A first down throw for Fields. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Browns first down.
First down. Fields. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
To throw is Fields.
Tokyo first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Green 19. Hey, can. Right.
Fields now on second down. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing is Fields. That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Tokyo. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Dolphins 33, Browns 14.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Let's go now.
Now, faking the give. On the run to the right. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, son. 11, blue 58, blue 58, start. Go.
Fields to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go. You good. Hey, start. Right.
Now Fields rolling right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
No mas, no mas. Sit high.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
14. Jason Sanders to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Worthy to return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Oh, here we go. You got it.
Back to throw is Fields. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's taken in by Jennings. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
2-point try coming up. Fields has the offense set.
Monday. Here we go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago.